Recently, we started it by, I had an opportunity to watch you kick off and moderate the TEDx event. Tell me about that event from your perspective.
Oh, that was really fun. It was somewhat harrowing, I have to say. I mean, I was aware of TED Talks, and I've watched them. In fact, we used the Simon Sinek one at our South Shore Arts Board retreat last winter. I love that one about getting to why, and that's fantastic. But a young friend of mine, he wasn't even born when I first knew his parents. He's now this big strapping dad and everything. And he has done a lot. His name is Matt Glaros, and he's done a lot to get young people, young professionals activated and organized. And many of the young people are stepping up, and they want to. They want to provide. They want to be leaders, and they want their talents to be utilized. And I think that was the point of this TEDx thing. It's the point of the committee that organized the TEDx thing, I believe. I know it is because they told me you have to say this. I thought it was funny they picked me because, well, Matt and I've always liked each other, and he calls me Uncle John, and I'm sure he thinks I'm funny and all that, and I am funny, but I'm not just funny on demand. It's not like a button you push, and so everything about that TED program is very regulated. However, my part of it was like, well, you go out there and do this, and you just do whatever you want to do. I loved seeing all the young people there. I thought that the talks were really interesting. I would be happy to do it again. I was quite nervous about it before it started. Once I got through my Ellen DeGeneres opening, though, I was okay. It's sort of like those poor comics who have to do the Academy Awards. They've just got to be well, of course, they have writers. So when I plopped down in the red beanbag chair, and then tried to get up. I mean, I knew what I was going to do because we had spontaneously created this moment a week before when I rolled out of it. But you try to. My actor training from 40 years ago kicks in, so I'm like, okay, no, I can't. And they would call that anticipating if you're going to give the joke away before you do it, So I had to really act like, okay, I want to get out of there. I'm trying to get up. And then somebody yelled at me from the audience and said, "Do you need a hand or something?" which was funny. And then I just rolled out. That was great. That got a great reaction. So that made me feel much better. But anyway, the serious side of it, though, is what I said already, that I really admire those young people, and I'm glad to be a part of them, because they really do give you hope for our region that there's a lot of talent here, and it's sticking around. So that's good.